Hello, hello, little Porky with the first again. Absolutely. My computer lagged. I didn't realize I'd connected yet. Thought it was loading, but it connected maybe a minute ago. My bad. Let's go ahead and activate the chat. Is this gonna be a small stream? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. We're just gonna play by ear. I just did 2 frame perfect quitouts. You'll love to hear it. Honestly, little is more important in every FromSoft game. If you get the quitouts down, you're in business. Now, the hardest of the games to quit out in is Elden Ring now, because they patched to make it harder. Fun fact. Okay, here we go. All right. I just need to... Little Porky, I just got to set up the streams right now, because we just started. So I haven't even watched to earn drops? What? Get rewards by watching Doldrum Dam? Hold on a second. Like what? Oh, you can enter to get, money and then maybe donate it to me? That's nice. I'd like that, actually. All right, I'll keep that up there. Anyway, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. And we hit him with a... morning. There's one morning. Out of 4. And it's working. Beautiful. We go over to Twitch. Quality. Set the sound. Hit him with a... morning. That's 2 out of 4 mornings, folks. Beautiful. Go to YouTube. Make it full screen. Sound. Quality. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him with a morning. That is 3 out of 4. Assuming it goes through. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, indeed. Mornings all around. That's right. Finally. Get the view counter here. Get the... Yep. And... go over here. Volume. Sound. Quality. And I hit him with a... morning. Boom. There we go. Thank you for the follow, Jaden and Tougher. I did not see those follows. Oh, this was when I was off stream. Thank you so much for all those follows. Today's the day we got freed by the Turks back in 1821 in Greece. No one has work nor school. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a national holiday for you. Very nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your day. 5 stream streak. Excellent. Thank you so much for that. Folks, the chat is live, and we are alive. Let me get this set up right here. That up just a hair. Very nice. All right, now I just gotta ping the Discord, and we are ready to go. At Everyon. We are live and alive. And today we gain redemption over yesterday's failure. Come now, come all, watch. Glory taken. Triumph had. Dark Souls 3. Speedrun master. Fails. No. Master achieves the world's slowest speedrun. Come watch now that which will never happen again. Come watch, we live. And then 18 exclamation points. Boom. And boom. Give that a publish. Very nice. Okay, and let's see. And check out that message in Discord later. Close out of Discord. Here we are, folks. Get these headphones on, huh? Get these headphones on. There we go. All right. We're going to do the unthinkable, folks. We're going to learn a little bit. Just a little bit before we start here. Boom. That's a stream. I know I'm misspelling this. We're going to learn.
I'm going to be taking a more stream
from the master right now. Our last remaining greatest issue of this game is the most simple boss of all. He haunts us. And so for now, we study. And we study well. Together at 2x speed. Let's learn.
I'm going to be taking a more streamlined approach to this video. Rather than breaking movement, general strategy, and boss moveset into their own segments, I'll be covering all of these elements in tandem as they apply to each scenario.
Okay.
I'll talk about each and every possible scenario that you can expect to see as they pop up. I'm hoping this approach will provide a more condensed and effective guide to this fight. Now, let's no-hit Sage. The oldest and likely most popular strat in the book is to go +9 Twin Blades, packing RT.
I need... Let's go ahead and turn the music down because it is very loud. And we're trying to learn here, folks. Pay close attention. This is very big info.
Are in Flint Ring, and kill Sage outright in 4 L1s. What allowed us to close in instantaneously just now was the RNG. Whenever Sage opens with the Crystal Rain attack, it will immediately track to the Fog Gate. Keep in mind though, this works only as the opening attack, and if the fight has not been previously activated. If he does this attack later in the fight, or if you've boned out and re-enter the Fog Gate, this rule does not apply.
Interesting.
Other RNG can make the task of closing in more difficult. A good example of this is Soul Mass. To deal with this attack, you'll actually want to stay somewhat close to bait all the orbs out. I like to sort of offset myself to one side and slowly jog across his field of view. This allows you to easily cut across any of the slow-moving, homing crystals that might follow the Soul Mass attack. If you get too far from Sage during Soul Mass, you might trigger a partial or staggered firing sequence. This can be awkward to deal with, especially if multiple slow-moving crystals are also in play.
This is interesting. So this is a no-hit guide by the no-hit god. Now, we are speedrunning, which is a different situation. So we want Soul Mass. So I wonder if he's going to cover that or not.
The third type of opener isn't as ideal as Crystal Hail, but can still allow you to close in immediately if maneuvered correctly. In this scenario, he'll begin firing his slow-moving crystals from the get-go. To immediately close in on this attack, make sure you're sprinting from the moment you trigger the fight. As you get a read on the attack, continue sprinting at him in a straight line, and make a slight cut to either side at the very end.
I just did another frame perfect quit out. Very good. You just keep him practiced, and you'll get better and better.
To recover your stamina before going for your 4 L1s, as well as being prepared to deal with his next attack. Alternatively, you can let off the gas and recover some stamina just before he launches the first crystal. Roll through this crystal, and you'll be in position. Be mindful of your timing when rolling in on these, so that you leave yourself plenty of margin to react to any follow-up attacks. Once you're in position, the only attacks that should really force you out are the Crystal Hail and Soul Mass, and even these can be interrupted if you recognize the wind-up in time and have the stamina to punish. If you do find yourself...
Look at that damage. I mean, so this is getting Flynn's Ring, which we're never going to be able to get, right? And getting RTSR. Let's take a look real quick. Red Tearstone Ring, Dark Souls 3. Where is that located? Find out. Lothric Castle. Face away from the Dragon Slayer armor boss fight entrance. To the left is a doorway lit by torches. Proceed through. I see. So this is not something I can really get. Interesting. Yeah. Because I need to do Sage much earlier in the speedrun.
In a position where you have to dodge the Crystal Hail, this attack will track to your last location from the point that he throws it into the sky. Make sure to pick a spot that leaves plenty of room to run to the side of Sage, or less preferably, away. Roll away at about the time they're landing to create extra distance, if need be. Take care not to confuse this with the attack that shoots a straight trail of crystals along the ground. These two attacks have the same audio cue and initial wind-up. As long as you're jogging perpendicular to Sage's line of sight, you should be safe from this attack. In the case that he continues casting the slow-moving crystals, you can stand right up against his body, and these will pass over your head. One exception to this would be if he's on lower elevation than the player. If you somehow find yourself in this position, you can rotate around him as he continues to cast. In the case of the flash sword attack, you can roll directly into his body, or you can roll directly backwards and then immediately close back in. Rolling backwards can sometimes make it a bit easier to see his next move, though it can feel a bit precarious if there's a crystal in play right behind you. That being said, in hundreds of Sage attempts, I've never rolled backwards into one of these crystals, but if you want to take it with a grain of salt, I don't blame you, I would too. If he goes for the 3-piece rapier attack, roll back from the initial swing and any follow-ups, and then close back in. As I indicated before, these attacks at worst should stall you for a bit, but should never force a retreat. And of course, the last thing he can do from this position is idle. Fortunately, idle punishes are quite safe in this fight. One final pointer I'd like to mention concerning these punishes. If you're punishing the slow-moving crystal attack, there's a window during which, if you...
Is lightning good for Sage? It's better than nothing. Everything is better than nothing. Every resin is better than nothing. In terms of his weaknesses, let's take a look. Let's take a look. He is weak to lightning, yes. Lightning, dark, fire, poison. He's weak to everything. So yes, everything is good except magic, of course. Magic resin, he will resist heavily. Although, if you had nothing other than magic resin, it would still be good. It'd be because resins just add damage. They never subtract damage, right?
Attack with an L1, it will raise your character model high enough to collide with this crystal.
We need to hit this
these attacks
again.
At worst should stall you for a bit, but should never force a retreat. And of course, the last thing he can do from this position is idle. Fortunately, idle punishes are quite safe in this fight. One final pointer I'd like to mention concerning these punishes. If you're punishing the slow-moving crystal attack, there's a window during which, if you attack with an L1, it will raise your character model high enough to collide with this crystal.
Sure.
To avoid this, be sure to attack him while he's still casting, or a brief moment after this crystal has passed by. In theory, rotating around for the cast should help too. Another popular way to deal with Sage is to parry and riposte his rapier attack, and then unload with L1s. This can be appealing if you're taking the +9 route but don't wish to set up RTSR, or if you want a 1 cycle on either a +7 or a +4 route. If you're taking a standard +9 route with around 40 dex and Flynn's Ring,
So this is what I tried, but I failed to do. This is like the Happy Hob method.
2 L1s following the riposte to kill Sage. Don't bother fire bundling, as it will not save you a hit and will simply waste materials. If you opt for the increasingly popular +4 route, you'll need to parry, bundle, riposte, and then land 4 L1s. You'll need at least 39 dex to pull this off without rings. Even the intermediate +7 can kill Sage in 2 L1s following the riposte, provided you have Flynn's Ring and a bundle. Otherwise, anticipate a respectable 3. When going for a parry strat against Sage, you want to pay even more attention to all of his close-ranged attacks. This is typically limited to more homing crystals, the flash sword, or the rapier attack that you're trying to bait out. In the event you do get a crystal hail or a soul mass attack, there's one nifty trick you can keep up your sleeve. If you two-hand your shield, you can bash Sage with a forward R1. This will stun him out of the attack, but will not force a teleport. If you're going for a bare hand parry, the same thing can be done by simply kicking Sage. Otherwise, retreat from these attacks and find a new opportunity to close back in. When you're ready to land the parry on the rapier attack, you want to hit L2 at about the point his hand transitions from the backswing to the forward swing. Starting your L1 spam too early is an easy mistake to make when learning the strat. Pay attention to the way Sage moves as he's getting up, and look for a brief pause. Another trick I like to use is an audio cue. If you listen closely, you can hear his cloth swooshing as he stands up. You'll hear 3 swooshes, followed by a cessation of all sound. After these 3 swooshes have passed, you can begin attacking.
Interesting. Wow, listen to that.
The first swoosh is partly obscured by the end of the riposte sound effect. Proper timing of this punish will afford you 4 L1s with twin blades, or 5 R1s with a straight sword. If you'd like to run a faster route than +9 with Flynn's Ring, but don't wish to parry Sage, fear not, 2 cycle strats are a viable option. If running a +9 or a +7 Sage, get into position and hit him with 2 L1s. He'll teleport away to reappear at one of a handful of positions on the opposite side of the arena. Locate him here, get back into position, and finish him off. Though we will get into reading the crystal formations by the end of the video, it's not absolutely imperative that you be right on top of him as he reappears. If you're taking the +4 route and don't wish to parry, you'll need to hit him with 4 unbuffed L1s. With this strat, you have to be able to get a good read on his next spawn point, reach him, and finish him with 4 bundled L1s. There are 8 different places in which Sage can reappear after teleporting away. Based on the first cycle, you can immediately eliminate 3 of these. In fact, if you ignore specific formations entirely, Sage will always teleport to the opposite quadrant of the arena. This is general rule number 1. From here, you can narrow down the respawn point to 1 or 2 positions off the bat.
Okay.
Rule number 2 is that a Sage in first phase will never appear on top of a crystal. I'll take a moment now to present some of the formations in aerial view.
A Sage in first phase will never appear on top of a crystal.
Keep in mind that some respawn points have more than 1 corresponding formation.
Okay. This is brilliant, chat. Look at this, man. So this is how you tell. Like, look at this. So it's based on where the crystals spawn. You'll know exactly where he's going to be. This is such good information. It's wild, honestly. Okay, this is going to be hard to memorize.
It's a good idea to have a homeward bone equipped in case anything goes awry. This is true for any strat, really. When re-entering the arena, be mindful of the crystal trail attack, and be prepared to maneuver to the side to avoid it. In addition to all the typical twin blade methodology shown in the video, there are a handful of ways to approach Sage with an SL1 build that will guarantee you don't see phase 2. The single parry and riposte 1 cycle on Sage will work with a +7 raw broadsword, assuming you have Flynn's Ring and bundles. This is without RTSR. With RTSR, you'll likely be able.
That's how I know where Sage spawns. It's not so hard. What? You've memorized every one of the crystal patterns? There's like 15 of them. What do you mean?
To pull this off at lower upgrade levels. Then again, if you have RTSR, you probably have at least +8.
Okay.
You can also opt for a 2-cycle strategy, much like the one shown with +4 twin blades. In this case, you can use a +9 raw broadsword with RTSR. Hit him with 3 R1s, he'll teleport away, find him at the new location, and finish him with bundled R1s. This method incorporates Flynn's Ring. If running without Flynn's Ring, a 4th R1 may be necessary in the first set. If running with Flynn's Ring, but no RTSR, you can do 2 sets of 4 bundled R1s. If you're still getting the hang of reading the crystal formations and don't want to risk pushing phase 2, you can also use 4 R1s in the first set and 5 bundled
Issue
R1s
is I don't have the
set.
stamina he does, obviously.
On the other end of the SL1 spectrum, you could choose to run a +4 at this point in the game. In this case, parry and riposte once, but do not follow up. Get back into position and wait for another rapier attack. When you parry the second one, riposte, and you should finish Sage in 5 R1s. If you use a bundle here for the riposte and R1 spam, you can save 1 hit. And if you use Flynn's Ring for the entirety of the fight, you can save 2 hits.
If only.
There are many more unconventional approaches, both for SL1 and leveled runs, and some that even incorporate no weapon upgrades. For instance, if you wanted access to Cathedral early in a Twin Blade run, you could opt to do this fight at +3 and base mercenary level. Such a fight might look something like this.
Okay. Interesting.
You could even take advantage of the dagger's increased critical damage and use it in tandem with something like a straight sword or the Twin Blades. And yet another way to deal with Sage is to use Bandit's Knife, land 2 ripostes, and kill with bleed procs.
Fascinating.
The list of possibilities goes on from here. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. As always, feel free to comment down below or via DM on Discord as you see fit.
Chat, what did I just click? Whenever there's no crystals, I go there, he spawns there, I know what's happened to me. That is not correct though, little Porky. He can spawn on top of the crystals. Like literally he'll break a set of crystals. But just what we learned is not in phase 1 he can't do that, but in phase 2 he absolutely can. So that is not going to be accurate 100% of the time. Yes, you are lucky then. Okay. Did I close the right thing? Let's see. YouTube one. Let's see. There should be 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. All right. I'm not going to remember that, obviously, after seeing it only one time. Right? But I can dream. Folks, I can dream. Ladies and gentlemen, the view counter is not working right. Nothing I can really do to fix that. It's just not adding up. It's not correct. That's okay, though. I'm about to cheese watchers. Do it. Don't forget, 4th brick. 4th brick. Get your foot lined up on that 4th brick, and you are good to go. Folks, it is time. Yes, indeed. Okay, Porky. The left wall, okay? Look in the corner of the left wall. Count the bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your foot on the 4th brick, almost touching the 5th brick. You want your toe right up against that 5th brick. And then you need to be using a straight sword. So I use the short sword, right? It should be in your right hand. Do not be two-handing. 1 R1. 2 R1, which will bounce off of the wall. If your first R1 hit the wall, stop. You've done it wrong. If your second R1 hits the wall, you've done it right. 3rd R1. And then charged R2. Then you quit out as fast as you can after the cutscene. Frame perfect, and you will have done it. I'll be showing it off very quickly here within, look, Abyss Watchers is at 1650, so within 17 minutes, I'm going to get to Abyss Watchers and I'm going to show it off myself. Hopefully, we get there much faster because we want to beat our time. Number 8, I believe. I'm feeling it today, folks. I am feeling it today. We might need to de-rest for just a little bit, but I'm feeling it today. Okay. We're moving. All right. Always be blocking while running. Always. Makes your run much faster. Little stamina issue there. That's okay. Here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Can't parry a fist. Gotcha. Can I use a barbed straight sword? I don't know. It has to be a small straight sword. Come on, bro. And so I'm not sure if the barbed straight sword counts as what I just said. Grandma sells a short sword for $600. That works. Boom. 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 I'm gonna go buy it from the shop, in fact, right now. And we remove these, remove that, remove that. Inventory. We're gonna go ahead and discard this. Get that out of our face. Very nice. I'll show you the exact one to buy, in fact, right now. That is the easiest to do it with. But any straight sword, in theory, should work with it, but I can't guarantee that. Boom, boom. Grandma. 4, 5, 5. There it is. That's the short sword that we use. Okay. Here we go. That was a gold, by the way. We shaved 7.3 seconds off of our Gundyr. Very nice. Not bad at all. We're schmovin'. We really are, folks. I cannot express just how much we are schmovin'. All right, we're all set up for the run. There we go. Okay. Boom, 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 bam. We're moving. Absolutely. No, you don't. All right. Hit that door. Gamer jump. Got it. Let's go. Best pathing I have had in a while, chat. We are doing way better today. Get ready for this, man. Nope. Unbelievable that that hit me. Unbelievable that that hit me, but whatever. Boom. Bots? What bots? In my chat, I can't even see them because they got auto-deleted. Here we go. Ooh, not good. Not good, but we actually did recover. Oh, no. I almost just died. I went right into that, Oh, that was the big man. We have no heals, chat. No heals. Okay. I really need to be careful here. Grandma. L-bots, absolutely. Don't be saying their name and giving them business.
How you do?
Yeah. So as you can see, Porky, they're auto-deleted. So I couldn't even see the bots. All right. Here we go. Hold on. All right, here we go. So my focus is going to be on evading these guys. I will attach my lightning after. Nice. I want to keep my full health. In hot pursuit. Okay. Here we go. Resin. All right. No memes. Okay, not good. Lock on didn't want to lock on there, so we missed a few hits. Incredible. Oh, I can't believe I never died to Vort before until the last 2 days. I cannot believe I've never died to this guy before in my life, and then the last 2 days. That was a really clean run, so that's actually very sad. Like, we got a gold on Gundyr there. Reset. You have beaten some of your best times. Do you wish to update them? Yes. Unbelievable that just happened.
Yes,
Indeed. It's unbelievable. I forgot to delete the thing. Oh, God almighty. That was so clean. That was such a clean run up to Vort, and then like... Okay. Right. Okay. Stamina L. All right, here we go. One, two, three, four, five. Got him. Okay. Darn. Okay. That should beat my time. Okay, we messed up at the door, but that's okay. Yeah, that was an unbelievable Gundyr fight. That was a wild gold. Like, we are unlikely to ever get that good of a fight again, so that's a great gold to have. Look at the time we shaved off. And we had just shaved off 8 seconds on top of that before, so that's nice.
Ashen 1.
Okay. I've forgotten something, chat, and I like it's in my brain. What did I forget? Probably want to drop the S-Stock at the door, maybe? Okay. Nice. Almost missed the resin there. Uh oh. Extra roll. That's a half-second time loss. No, bro. We got caught. Oh, snap. Okay, gamer jump made. Again, he hit me, man. He like angled at me. Okay. All right. Here we go. Way overshot it. That's fine. Hit that. Okay. Nope. 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 Nice. I think I did the rocks wrong. Here, I'm going to show you very closely when we do it in a moment.
How you they to hit?
It's the 4th brick. You're going to see. I'm going to show you very carefully. It's fine if I did it. I did it, of course. But I'm going to show you in a way where you can never fail it. Okay? So when I get there, I'll try and remember. You have to center GG. GG good, GG bad. You have to center the camera. You want to be parallel to the wall, basically. Okay. Vort. Malort. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. Here we go. Just stay behind him. There we go. There we are. Which move? We sit down because it's faster than the door opening. Ordovician, hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Welcome to the stream on this glorious of days. Hit that. How are you? I know. You're very angry. We're schmovin'. We are absolutely schmovin'. Next stop, the Abyss Watchers. Boom! That's a very nice quit out right there, folks. Woo! Little frame perfect action. You love to see it. You love to see it. Frame perfect quit out as in the very first frame possible in a quit out sequence. You have pressed the quit out button. You gotta love that. Feels good. Ordovician, you're here on a wonderful, special day. Today's the day we are gonna smash our record. Ordovician, since the last time you were here, we've updated the setup a little bit as well. As you can see, we now have this nice live split timer, which we had before, but we didn't. And now look at that. It auto splits. So it tracks how long it takes us to get to each boss, basically. And we've got 2 gold splits so far. So I don't know if you know anything about speedrunning. What that means is that these are like incredible time saves, basically. So far, we are crushing. Bad GG. Oh no, little Porky. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm about to get to Abyss Watchers myself. You're going to see it from on my end, but then you're going to watch me get stuck for 10 minutes in the fog wall. Ordovician says, started a DS1 playthrough and I regret it. Hating life? Why do you regret it? What have you done wrong? DS1 is incredible. It is so incredible. Well, I'm going to eat. Enjoy your meal. Ordovician, what have you done that you're hating it? Did you go to a high-level area by chance before you were supposed to? Tell me about the DS1 playthrough. Where are you? The first 8 hours of DS1 is the best level design ever made in video games. And so if you're not experiencing that, you can pretty much tell immediately you've gone to an end game level area. You know? It's like people in Elden Ring who accidentally skip Stormvale, the castle, and end up in Liurnia, and then, you know, or accidentally get sucked straight to Altus via Volcano Manor and think that that's just how the game is, but it's not. Okay, where are we, chat? We quit out at the bonfire. I'm gonna grab the bonfire just for safety. Let's be smart today. Let's not be fools. Not when we have a run this good on our hands. Jaden, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are doing some Dark Souls 3 speed running. As we ask all people who enter the stream chat, what is your experience with FromSoft games, if any? Revision says, played Elden Ring for way too long and forgot about the janky controls. That's also something. For sure, for sure. But where are you? Ordovician, what area are you in Dark Souls 1, and how many hours in are you? That's a great question. Adam says, how's the back doing? So, this is actually I love it, but the jankiness, oh yeah. Very janky, but I mean, you know how many years old it is. But, you know, it's got a charm to it. The back is, so yesterday our back was destroyed, chat. Yesterday was tough with the back. I could not, I was standing at there was a 45 degree angle and I couldn't get beyond that when I was standing. Yesterday was hard. Today, we've been a lot better, but my back is starting to give me problems again. And for sure, sitting in this chair is not helping. You know, I should be lying down, but you know, I got to stream. So I might just do this run and then end the stream, assuming we don't have the colossal nightmare that was like yesterday, where the one run turned into 5 hours. But yeah, so my back's doing better for now. That's the way I'll put it. We'll see how it goes. I'm just feeling it out. Adam, how are you today? Laying down as a trap? Well, so I have a very fancy schmancy orthopedic mattress that really helps. It really helps heal and basically it helps realign the vertebrae the way they're supposed to be. You know, I can pretty much guarantee at this point, I slipped a disc slightly is what's going on here. I can recognize the feeling enough. I slipped a disc, but not to like I need surgery or it's too serious, you know? And it's just slightly. I love it. Just got to Capra Demon. Gank Demon. You want a trick? Have you beaten Capra Demon yet? Because guess what? Capra Demon is a puzzle fight. It's not a normal boss fight. If you are being ganked, you aren't realizing that Capra Demon is a puzzle. Like, if you're getting attacked by multiple enemies at once, you aren't noticing the puzzle of the boss room. So the Capra Demon boss, I'm not going to spoil, the Capra Demon boss fight is a puzzle fight where the room is laid out in a very specific way to let you basically, it's a very easy fight once you understand what the puzzle is. But I'll give you one hint. There are stairs. And there's a reason, and it's a puzzle. There are stairs. Why are there stairs? What do the stairs enable you to do? And if you think I can just run up the stairs and attack, obviously that's not the answer. But it's a puzzle. Saying it's a puzzle fight is kind of cope. The fight just sucks. No, it's literally a puzzles fight. Like Miyazaki, was it Miyazaki? When they talked about this in the DesignWorks interview, it is literally a puzzle fight. And that's because there's a specific thing you're supposed to do. People don't realize that. People think it's just a bad fight. But there is a very specific thing you're supposed to do. Jane says, hope it gets better. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, I think I will. But listen, Ordovision, if you're okay with me spoiling it, I'll tell you what the puzzle is. I mean, you know, puzzle, quote unquote. I'm a Capra Demon defender, all right? Especially after I read the DesignWorks interview with FromSoft, where they talk about, like, what the puzzle of that room is. Honestly, my only complaint with that room is, this is a wild thing, but alluring skulls don't work on the dogs in that room, but the spell version of alluring skulls does. And it's almost like an oversight, but it's like, it's a lore reason why it's a very dumb thing, that one. But other than that, like, the fight itself, it's very cute. Like, you know, they want to teach you something, and they're like, oh, here's a way to teach you this, and so here's the puzzle, and you know, it's cute. That's all I can say, without spoiling. That said, I mean, early FromSoft, right? Early Miyazaki, I should say, because FromSoft is obviously like a 40-year-old company. Listen, I'm an author, right? I write a chapter, it goes in the book, and the book goes home with the reader. I can't go with them to co. Well, it was, you know, listen, you're out here, Adam, making excuses for being not good enough to have recognized the puzzle. I've been DS1 on, you're not spoiling me. Oh, decide to play it? I see. Okay, so the puzzle is, and FromSoft outright says this, you're supposed to go up the stairs, right? And use a shield. I think the average person is stupid. That's my opinion, Adam. So I disagree with you inherently, all right? And also, let's say you have a very hard puzzle where it's not meant for the average person, right? It's meant to be a challenge. Then, of course, the average person is going to fail at it, right? That's like saying hard bosses are bad because they're hard and the average person can't beat them, you know, easily. So I disagree with that fundamentally. Basically, the idea is you go up the stairs and then you hold out a shield and the fight becomes free. It's literally that. You hold out a shield and the dogs funnel up and you can just kill them. You know, they jump, attack the shield, bounce off it, R1. Shield. They jump, attack the shield, bounce off it, R1. And the fight becomes free. The idea of the Capra Demon fight is to teach people how to guard attack. Because it forces you to do that if you play it right. Now, does it perfectly describe how to do that? Is that very intuitive? That's the argument, which is not really. It's not that intuitive. Wolfring works well for Capra Demon. It's not as intuitive as it should be, which, you know, early FromSoft, they were learning. You can't go home with them and say, no, it's a puzzle. I swear I'm not an idiot. I mean, they said this at the start. They said this from the start, you know, immediately. The DesignWorks interviews they gave with the game release are really revealing on so much that people, like, always questioned. There's so many things that people who play the games later, like, don't realize about them. Okay, here we go. Where am I, chat? I've just quit out at the entrance to Undead Burg. I need to get 2 charcoal bundle, and I'm running to a door. Okay, here we go. All right, game time. Okay, I forgot to do a jump there. That's okay. Hold on. I will read your chat message in a moment. Let me just get away from the gremlins. Okay. Not the worst pathing, not the best. Okay, horrible. That's a time loss. Ooh, come on, come on. Ooh, so bad. The design works interviews aren't the game, though. Gale's jumping designed for lock-on is a good example for a good... Oh, I misread that. Gale's jumping designed for lock-on is good design, for example. The average player thinks, wow, looks cool, don't know why. His jumping designed for lock-on? I don't know what you mean by that. His jumping designed for lock-on is good design, for example. Jumping designed for lock-on? I haven't fought Gale in so long, so I don't... Maybe I'm not remembering. It's been a very long time. It's been 8 years since I've fought Gale, you have to remember. I mean, we're going to do all bosses speedruns, not for a while, though. You know, first I just want to get these basic speedruns down, and then we're going to move on to other games, but I'll definitely come back and do all bosses. The average player thinks, wow, looks cool, don't know why. Gale has these jumps that are designed to look really good in cinematic while locked on. You mean the phase 2 where he, like, floats in the air? Or do you mean phase 1 when he's doing the big one? I was just watching somebody fight Gale in a randomizer, so I'm like picturing it in my head. I mean, I fought Gale like a million times 8 years ago. I mean, of course, though, like trying to compare the design of like FromSoft once they've reached their pinnacle form, right? It's like Dark Souls 1. It's Miyazaki's first real, you know, game design. Dark Souls 3 is where he's like evolved and learned a lot. So I give more of a wiggle room for Dark Souls 1, you know? With a lot of this stuff. With a lot of this stuff, I get what they're going for, even if it's not perfect. I think it's brilliant, but it's like you can see like where they learned at Zek O Anime. I'm sorry, what now? Alapado, I don't know what that word is you just put in the chat, but welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. Where were we, chat? We're at the door. We need to do a spook. And we're going for the dangerous dog steal their skulls section. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do another quit out here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that gets rid of the goblin behind the doors, but there's still a goblin on the roof who can see me. I need to un-two-hand immediately and press L1. Do I know? Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. This is my biggest focus moment. Here we go. Oh, they both saw me. Oh, boy. Get away. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. I don't know what an ads is. Is it something bad? Cooper still use them, but I thought that was some caveman run. What are we? Hey, Sadix! What are we talking about? What is it? Do tell, Adam. Boom. Skip complete. Let's go. I love that skip. I'm so happy. I thought that skip would be so much harder to learn, and it's just so simple. Like, I can't believe I wasn't always doing it. Oh, that scared me. My heart skipped a beat there. It's a tool. There's no way to explain. Interesting. Stadix, we are in there. Also, did I forget to quit out? I forgot to quit out at the door. That's a little bit of a time loss, but that's okay. A couple seconds only. How's the back today, Dan? Not great, but much better than yesterday, and that's all a man can ask for. Sadix, how you doing today? The Hessel pick? The answer is no. The answer is no. not to say, if we're talking about like historical tools, I remember learning about stuff like that in school, but my memory is bad. I don't know if you know that. And so I forget a lot of stuff. Ooh, what just happened? Oh, I must have run out of stamina. Okay, that was kind of weird, but we made it. Basically, to reiterate what I said before, we're gonna see how we're feeling as the stream goes on. Don't be shocked if stream ends early. You know, we're just going with the flow here. You're kidding. Ow. I'm good. I'm currently making some more thumbnails. Ooh, nice. How do you make your thumbnails? Do you do it in like Photoshop or you just like AI? Like, how do you make thumbnails? What is your process, Sadix? Okay. All right. We are schmooving, folks. It is happening. I've seen it once before. And here we see it again. All right, monsters are on me. Nice. I wish there was friendly fire and the Black Knight could hit the other guy. There we go. Combination of AI sometimes and Photopia. Photopia. Is that a web browser version of like Microsoft Paint or something? No, what did I... It's like a meme maker maybe? I think I saw another streamer using that, right? It's a website, right? You know, I might seem extremely uneducated, but I have a lot more educated than you... I have a lot more educated. See, there you go. That's just embarrassing. I have a lot more education than you'd think I would, you know, based on my brain power and life experience. What? Folks, can we confirm on Rumble that you can see me fine? On my end, it looks like it froze, but I think it's just my end. I think you all are all... I think you're all seeing me fine right now, I think. Yeah, I think it's fine. Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's fine. Test 1, 2, 3. That's about a 4-second delay. That's fine. All right, we're good. Okay. Whew. Also, I've been on desktop capture this entire time. You can use the website or download it to your computer. Oh, I didn't know that. I also don't use the Microsoft editor on my computer. Fascinating. These things are things for me to remember. All right, right now, we are really making good time. Let's see how that lasts. Pick up item bone. Let's see how that lasts, folks. Here we go. And we go left of crab. Boom, boom. There we are. I haven't had those guys kill me yet, but I have had them hit me on this ladder. Eventually, they will get me. Hit that. All right. Let's do this. All right, not too shabby. I turned the camera because a big guy could easily be chasing me here. Okay, all right. Now comes the most stressful part of the run, of which has ruined the run many times. There we go. The frame perfect quit outs into ducking these guys. Oh boy. Got it. Woo! That was nice. Now remember, this guy still has a tendency to kill me. So, am I at full health? No, I'm going to be just under it. I need to spam. Okay. You see that? I was very trepidatious there and cautious, and it paid off. That's my new strategy. So I've tried everything, spamming quick step, spamming dodge, running, and I keep getting killed by that guy. So this time I just watched him and then I timed my movement, and that is obviously the best move, but I didn't think to do that before now. But now we know, all right? We improve. We get better. All right, now we spook off the cliff. Excuse me. That's so cool, dude. I think he trapped me, so I couldn't get up the edge. This is my first time unable to get off the edge of this thing. When in doubt, spam. Yep. My quit outs are pretty fast here, though. There we go. Tough. Got a bad landing there. Here we go. Here comes the scary man who loves to grab me. Okay, made it away from him. All right, frame perfect quit out number 2 incoming. I knew that was going to hit me. Oh, this is going to be very tight. This is going to be very, very tight. I have to, okay, I have to escape, and do we have enough to, I think we've got to take a safety bonfire. I think I have no choice. Yep. I don't have enough Estus to make it. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, we're good. We made it past this section. The run is live. We had a little bit of delay there having to take that bonfire, but listen, I don't mind it. I will take a live run. Now, here's the thing. It's almost certain that my split 1650 on Abyss Watchers is about to be totally ruined. And that is because that was a first try on the skip, which is very unusual. We've been getting it a lot more lately, but it's not something you should count on. Lil Porky, I don't know if you're out there, but now's your chance to learn. Okay. Happy 10-year-old birthday, Dark Souls 3. That is true. Dark Souls 3 just turned 10, folks. For those who don't know, 10 years. A Bonfire VA, or whatever, Bonfire VF, whatever, I forget what the last 2 letters are, but a Bonfire is something, incredible channel that I watch all the time, funny enough, but I can't remember their name. Just did a 10-year Dark Souls 3 anniversary video, where he just is like, after 10 years, the beauty really holds up, and it does. It's Porky, not Portkey. It's Lil Porky. Like Porky Pig. Yelzabub, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. We are doing a Dark Souls 3 speed run. We are learning the run. We haven't really played video games in our life, so we're very new to this, so don't expect a world record here. It's a very chill run. I'm aiming to try and get sub hour and a half. Sub hour and a half would be a huge victory for me. As you can see, our splits are 2 hours 16 is what it took us last. So, you know, quite a bit to beat, but I think we can do it. We just got these splits working yesterday, so it's all new, folks. I'm gonna have a sip of water, and then we're back in there, and we're gonna do like, oh, this is also not a it says glitchless top left. It isn't. It's glitchless-ish. This is a glitchless route, but we do a couple glitches for the fun of it. You're about to see watcher skip right now. Okay, here we go, folks. Add my water, put that aside. All right, let's see if we can get it, or if we get stuck in the fog wall. Either way, it's okay. Lil Porky, if you're out there, this is for you. I'm going to try and be slow, even though I'm trying to be fast. Okay, step 1, remove all equipment. Step 2, short sword. One-handed. Step 3, 1, 2, 3, the 4th brick. Get your toe right to the edge of it. There we go. That's too far. I'm messing it up, Chad. Usually I'm much faster than this. Boom. Good enough. There we go. Hit the center. Target. Try and be parallel. 1, 2, 3. And charge attack. Skip. Frame perfect quit out. Got it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is watcher skip. Now, one of two things will happen. 3 things, rather. There's a 0.001% chance of critical failure, in which case it is done, the run is over, where I have messed it up totally. That, again, 0.001%. That's just not happening. The 2 possibilities. We have successfully done it perfectly, or we're stuck in a fog wall, in which case it's okay. We just need to shake ourselves loose. Let's see which it is, folks. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, perfect. First try. And that is watcher skip. And we learned yesterday, I forget who was it. I think it was Adam in the chat, wasn't it? Who said two-handing is faster for the short sword. That's how you do it. And look at our boy over here. We have broken his AI. That's what this achieves. Statics with the absolutely. See, that's the time for it. Try and knock him back over there so that in phase 2 I'm in place. You know what? I think this is faster. You can imagine in the speedrun how slow this would be if he was actively fighting back. Okay. Okay. Adam said, no, I asked the question and someone else knew which weapons were better, 2- and one-handed. Sadix, was that you then who answered? Who answered that? It was someone with a green name. You and Sadix both have green names. I'm very curious what this time is about to be. What I do, you were maybe helpful? Possibly? I don't know. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Okay. We beat it. We beat our time. Okay, nice. Look at that time, chat. Interestingly, I somehow... I golded my earlier splits, but somehow I'm only now 2.8 seconds ahead. I wonder where I lost the 15 seconds extra I had gained. Kind of fascinating. Me helpful? Doesn't sound like me. I don't think so. Bro? Okay. Oh, I didn't think he would have the range. Nice. Okay. Excuse me? Who is this guy? All right. I realized fighting him with the dagger was just not the move, so just running was better. We got our bone shard. Oh, Lord Almighty, please. No! Oh, dude, he hit me at the same frame I quit out. That's okay. We're chat. We had it there. He hit me at the same frame I quit out. That's so lame. Oh, that's so sad. And this is where Sadix was talking about there's a faster way to get back now. Well, I haven't gotten the bonfire yet. Well, no, even then. I know there's a faster way, but like I want to practice, right? Like, if I do the safer way, I'm not practicing the proper route. Oh, that's tough. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chat, there are so many runes, souls. There are so many souls, chat. Over there, it is going to be pretty brutal if we lose them. Oh boy, chat, I'm a little afraid. So this was a perfect run. Definitely going to be our best run ever if we hadn't died there. But we still can recover easily. This might be a very bad idea. It's possible they're going to spawn in looking at me now. It's very possible that what I've just done is going to make things much worse. We're about to learn something here. I was right. Okay, but I was ready. Woo! Okay, chat. I think we're still going to get like an... It's still possible we get a majorly gold split on this. Is it? No, there's a lot of setup still to do before we say hello to Wolnir. Whew. Okay, a little stressful. Hold on. Some in my eye. We're doing it, though. We are doing it. Yeah, plus 12 seconds in the last segment. That's tough. All right, safety bonfire. Again, we are still learning the run, so we got to do stuff like this. I am going to rest as well. I want my flasks back. Yep. Unfortunately, this loses me like 30 more seconds, but I think it's worth it to not throw the full run here. Might as well have a good use of our time, so, you know, crushing that soul when I'm just having to wait. Okay. Grab a piece of Titanite, thank you. Of course. I love getting frame one. Bro just tried to punch me. Forgot he was a wheel for a moment. Okay. Ooh. You're kidding. Bro, he just came out of nowhere. He like flew up. He must have caught air. Chat, he must have like hit the gravestone and like popped over it. Okay, this is actually very bad now. I mean, we could put this ring on at least, so that'll give us more iframes. It's okay, chat. We still could easily smash 1 hour 30. That's the thing. Oh boy, chat. This is tough. I need those souls back. Put those foolish ambitions to rest. Oh no. Feeling very foolish right now. Oh, Lord Almighty, please. Okay. To quit out there to guarantee we get our souls back. Ooh. Okay, all right. All right. The guy behind me might see me, by the way. Quit out before that kills us. By the way, chat, if you were paying close attention, the slug fell from about a meter behind me and it zipped onto me like a magnet. That does sometimes happen. It's like a lingering pixel situation. So it just grabbed me, like, even though it shouldn't have been able to, it just like zipped over to me. There we go. Hello. Goodbye. Is DS2 quitting out doesn't help? That's mostly true, but in some places it does. And we also speedrun Dark Souls 2. We're speedrunning Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Elden Ring back to back to back. That's what we're learning these runs for. I want to be able to play all 5 games within 5 hours. Oh, that's a tough hit. Nice. We got the quit out. It's annoying when it does too. Yeah. In DS2, some quit outs will save your life. That's what we learned. And a lot of time, Alt F4ing will save your life. When we were doing our DS2 practice, you think because they tried to make it so quit outs can't save you, but there's many places they still will. Okay, all right. So what I have to do now is very fast. I have to pick up the Grave Warden ashes, I believe they are, in front of me. Then I have to port the Firelink. Okay? Basically, frame 1 that I get the chance to. There's going to be a skeleton seeing me that will one-shot me guaranteed if I fail. Then we're going to upgrade by buying 6 Titanite after selling everything. Here we go. Focus, focus, focus. Look, saw me, but too late. You see that? One more frame and he kills me. All right, we're doing it, folks. Hi, Grandma. Boom, boom, boom. Bro. The buttons are getting sticky, chat. Living on the edge, what a rush. What a thrill. You have coal? Bro. Infuse. Make it sharp. Reinforce.
Be careful.
You as well. Okay. Where is she?
Well, I to then
Come on. 30 decks.
farewell, Ashen One.
What? Oh, excuse me? I don't know what just happened there. It quit out for a second, but we're good. As you can see, chat, we are about to lose a lot of time, but we can make it up on Crystal Sage big time. Now, I'm going to run over here to trigger the ball. And then I have time to set up. Okay. There we go. Thinking. Do I want a green blossom? I don't think so. Did you get a name from the Phantom Toll Booth? What's the Phantom Toll Booth? I got my name because I have depression, and that is what Doldred means. Also, I'm Dan. So that's where I got my name in. But what is the Phantom Toll Boost? Do tell, do tell. Maybe I'll be able to lie and say that is where I got my name from, if that's cooler. I hate my name. It was just I couldn't decide on a name. That's basically the lore behind my name. We're schmoving. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in fact schmoving. All right, here we go. Don't meme us. He easily could. Okay. Yeah, like you can see the time loss. He's already supposed to be dead by now. Bro. How's he gonna lift his hand quickly? Bad RNG. Nice. Nice. I see your message in the chat. Uh oh. Irony is this was a much better fight than the one in my last one, but we lose a ton of time on it because of the deaths. Good morning, says Hunter. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. He also says it's an old book. I haven't heard of it. Okay. Chat, and this is where we make or break it on Crystal Sage, who is our nemesis for this run. Okay. Thinking.
Was very the Farewell, Ashen One.
Focusing. Tell me about the context from the book, why you thought Doldrum Dan came from that book. What's the context, if you don't mind me asking? Focusing. Our best chances on the first try, chat. I might get hit here because of this. Sadix says, interestingly, it's actually a little difficult to kill Wolner without breaking the bracelets. Yeah, of course. I make a point of doing it when I do my casual playthroughs. You said you've spoken about that before, Sadix. It's very cool to do so. It's like killing Rykard without the Serpent Hunter. Although killing Rykard without the Serpent Hunter is much easier than killing Wolnir without the bracelets. Because Rykard, the funny, people don't realize this, but if you just kind of get up against Rykard, you can just wail on him, and he can't really fight back because they didn't really build him for that. The doldrums are a place where nothing grows and get stuck if you're not careful. It's dark and dreary, a metaphor for depression, I'm sure. Sure. Well, the doldrums, that's a word as well. The doldrums of winter are, dark, dreary. Being in the doldrums means to be depressed, sad, full of sorrow, right? That is what the word means. So if the doldrums are a location in that book, I mean, that's also like it's just a word also for that, Like, I remember growing up hearing my mom, who would love to just talk with super old words, right? And she would go, using doldrum to refer to a place, out in the doldrums. So doldrums can be a time, a feeling, a place. So in this book, you're saying the doldrums, it's not using it as the word, it's like the name of the place. It's like if you call the place Sadland, But that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, chat. We might get frame one hit here. I am immediately smashing the dodge button. This guy to my right. Okay, good. He didn't immediately attack because he gets an extra frame to do an attack. Of course he hits me. Here we go, chat. My best chance. Not good. This way, right? Am I wrong? I'm totally wrong. Oh, that was the one-shot move. up against a wall. That's incredible. I don't know why. This is just my worst boss by like a wide margin. Neat. Thanks for the breakdown. The book is full of funny metaphors like that. Nice. Phantom Toll Booth. It sounds familiar. I bet our resident author in the chat would be familiar with it. Adam. He's still around. Chat, I don't know what it is with Crystal Sage. He's the easiest boss in the game, basically, but for us, he's the hardest boss. Why? And now, because it's not the first attempt, he is going to be so much harder. You're kidding! I mean, he's in phase 2. At least I was right. No, dude! I got frame trapped. Incredible. I have 1,700 runes, souls. Never looked up that video to determine where he'll spawn. I looked at Sadix. We watched before the stream started. We watched the video, but it was there's so many patterns. Like there was no way I was gonna memorize it just like that. You ever tried to beat Crystal Sage with magic? Not very easy. He does Giga resist it, like Renala. Oh, dude. Oh, by the way, the answer is yes. I think the first time I beat him was with magic, 8 years ago. Okay, where are my runes? Please don't kill me. Let me go. I can't, like, I'm trying to read them here, but I'm reading them wrong, clearly. Yep, I read them wrong. Like, okay, these, so he's supposed to be over here to the, yep, I remembered this one. I remembered that pattern. And now it's phase 2, so now I die. I sort of remembered. And once again, he hits me with the rapier at the perfect moment. Oh, chat. I straight up need to spend an entire stream fighting this stupid Crystal Sage, chat. Look at this, yep. We're so behind. I mean, he's just the one boss which we can't seem to get good at, no matter what. Dude. I have a teleporting dog, super aggro. Nice. I always forget where I died. So like, where are my souls? They're over here. And I have no stamina. Okay, 3 here. That means, I don't know. One, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way then he would be next to me. Yeah. Okay, phase 2, and now I die. He's not here. He never spawns here. Where is he? Oh, I totally misunderstood. Incredible. And he just, that's always a one shot. And so if he just happens to like, oh, dude, he led that one. Yep. We are firmly in the red now. I just had I have no stamina and there's a dog on me. This is so brutal, chat. Sorcery playthrough in DS3 is pain. My first playthrough was sorcery. My first few. Funny that people think it's easy mode. Much easier to use Big Gut Sword. Is that true? Because literally my playthroughs for my first like 10 playthroughs of Dark Souls 3 was sorcery and then Big Gut Sword both. Literally. So which one would be easy? I don't know which one was easier. I would say, I don't know. Hard for me to say. Very hard for me to say. I misread. I knew it immediately. I was like, yep, he's gonna hit me with the rapier. I knew immediately I'm getting frame trapped. The second I get hit with the soul spear, I knew immediately I'm getting frame trapped. Don't run out of cast for smash. Big bonk, do more damage usually. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like my magic was probably much easier for Dark Souls 3. But then again, I min-maxed a lot. Right? I like mega giga ultra min-max. And I definitely farmed a lot in my first playthrough 8 years ago. So who can say? Use a magic enchanted weapon? No. I just use spells. Speaking of spells, where... There it is. I just use spells. Your soul spears and whatnot. Only long range, because when I first played these games, I was very afraid. So I was very, you know, pew pew pew, stay far away type situation. I mean, right? Wrong. I thought I had finally read it. No. Bro! Unbelievable. I just don't have as much damage as I would really want to. And it makes me rethink my strategy of how I level. Like, maybe I just give up on Vig and just go all dex. And just try and hit that 44 dex early. Honestly, maybe. Because at this point, the run is so thrown. We could still sub hour and a half, though. That's the funny part, but we'll have to be a level of perfect. I don't know what it is. It's this boss and no other. Literally only this boss. Unbelievable that just killed me, by the way. It floated all the way out and then back. That is unbelievable that that just killed me. But you see, because you can see the issue that I have no health, so I get one shot to anything. This is painful, chat. Like, we literally studied this guy at the beginning of the day, and just nothing stuck. It's just, like, very hard to memorize his 87 pattern. With my short-term memory issues, like, memorizing anything is always going to be tough. Where is my money? Oh, next to him. Perfect. Well, there goes my money. Sometimes he just does that and you can't react because you just started the running animation. All right, 1,800 souls I have to make back. That's easy. It's wild. Soul of Cinder, easy. Dragon Slayer armor, easy. Dancer, comparatively, is easy. It's just this guy. Nice. Yeah, right. Well, I predicted it right that time. When I do magic runs, I enchant Uchigatana. A crystal gem can be found on the road. Okay, I need to not read and run. Of sacrifices, and magic coal is found after. I've never done a magic enchanted weapon before in any game, I think. Don't be stupid. I almost tried to swap to dagger while picking up the item, which would have been very stupid. Let me out, please. There we go. Dude, on my next quit out, I have got to take these headphones on. They are hurting my head so badly. All right, here we go. Teleporting dog time. Please don't. There we go. All right. Oh, dude. Why is that hurting so much? Interesting, that entire comment got struck for some reason. What comment? As far as I know, I see your last comment, but if another one got struck, I'll tell you. It doesn't seem like... I don't see a... Thadex, your last comment is, when I do magic runs, I enchant the Uchigatana, and then it goes on for a paragraph. That was not struck. Did you say something else that got auto-deleted? What did you say? Chat, I think I'm playing with my headphones off. These are, like, killing me. Yeah, I remember that. What do you say, Sadix? What happened? Okay, so yesterday, things got very out of hand here. We had something happen that never happened before. We died to the giant, and all of a sudden, he became, like... He learned how to target us from 1,000,000 miles away. And we died to him 87 times. Grayed out? What got grayed out, Sadix? What did you say? What was the context? Because if you're talking about the when I do magic runs thing, if you're saying that got grayed out, that's only on your end. Everyone else can see it normally. I literally opened the chat there to check. All right, here we go. So... if something runs up beside me and kills me, that's just how it's going to be, because I'm not using sound cues. I feel like using a magic weapon is the same challenge as just playing dex strength build. is the same challenge. Magic weapon, I mean, why not? A weapon's a weapon, right? I just told some more little detail where to find them, not important. Interesting. This is going to be relevant when I'm running away from the giant, because it does a long range attack that the only way to dodge is from sound, and so I might get killed actually by the giant, funny enough, because I don't have my headphones on. Here we go. The running section of nightmares. And hit it. Nice. Got that dodge roll. Gotten good at that. Do a little heal. Spells themselves just suck. I do disagree with you, Adam. I never had any issues with them in DS3. You need such a bigger opening, and you leave yourself more vulnerable after you run out of blue juice. Maybe. Oh no. That was almost bad. I don't know. I'm not saying spells are overpowered like other people would say, but I do think they're strong. They certainly carried my butt early on. There is a learning curve for sure. Like I said, I'm not saying they're overpowered, but you're making it seem like they're bad in Dark Souls 3, which I would disagree with. That would be some hyperbole right there. All right, here we go. Will I get the ban? Oh, snap. Railing jump. We got it. Let's go. Getting better at that. Okay, and this is another one where not being able to hear really affects, because if the guy's right behind me, I can't hear him. There we go. Whew. There we go. Chat, today we shopped and bought so many stuff. I haven't had any hot water in the kitchen. We got a heater for that, a little water heater, an electric water heater that is only on the sink. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. We got a bunch of Ethernet cables so I could wire up the whole house. Because right now there's no Wi-Fi, so, you know. We got a bunch of cat-related stuff. A cat tree, cat cage, cat litter boxes. Stuff, because remember, I have to train my outdoor cat to be indoor for a little while. And so I got a bunch of stuff for her because it's going to be tough, chat. It's going to be real tough. So it was a big shopping day. I'm waiting for my friend to come back with some of the stuff that they picked up. I'm kind of worried some of it is missing. Because all the cat stuff, there was like a giant cat tree. There was like a million things we bought. And we had no way to carry it. Because we were taking a taxi, right? And so we had them ship it to us in like a, you know, basically here you can order like think of it like an Uber, but for a pickup truck that'll deliver something. And I was here, I brought in all the stuff, but it seemed like a lot was missing. So we're going to see about that. But I mentioned all of this as a point, just that if I get called away and I BRB for like 20 minutes, you'll know why. Also, I had to carry all that stuff inside with my back being the way it is. That was kind of tough. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, chat. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. There's no way I live this. I can't believe the cat stayed active just until I fell. Okay, I did a quit out there because I have no headphones on, and so I can't hear if the giant's throwing his poo at me. I would have to roll that, but I can't hear, so I am gonna get the bonfire. I'm not going to be greedy. Heal. Okay. Dan showing off them skills. That was the opposite of skills, but okay. I appreciate you saying that, even though that was the opposite of skills. All right, there we go. I believe he's hot on my tail, but I can't tell because I can't hear. Okay, so I'm going to do something I usually wouldn't. I don't care that it's going to take extra time. I just need to guarantee something here. A Braille controller would be sick. Sorry, what? A Braille controller? What does that even mean? Like, I know what Braille is, obviously, but I'm saying, like, what is a Braille controller? Like, what? Isn't buttons when... Doesn't that also help the blind?
Ashen 1.
Am I stupid, chat?
Well, very the
Yeah, this was a waste of time, actually. Okay, this was like an objective waste of time. That's fine. Sometimes I prefer to view dumb luck as an underestimation of skill. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, here we go. Subconscious skill, some would call it. Alrighty. Oh, El Goblino. There we go. Very nice. And again, I don't know if I need to quit out here, but I can't hear if I'm being chased because I don't have my headphones. So we're going to quit out and be safe. Now, look at the time save we could have here. We could have a 7-minute time save if we get this first try. Bro, that Crystal Sage was worse than yesterday somehow. Unbelievable. Beelzebub is one of us. Dan still has his headphones off. Okay. Sorry, I was just fixing something. There we go. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Please, let this be good. I'm going to take it real slow so I can make sure I'm not messing this up. Okay, we got the Lloyd's ring on. We got the Sellsword Twin Blades. We got the Luring Skull. That's just for later. All right, in theory, we should be good. In practice, God help us. All right, we got the right damage. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Bad. I got that fire got me just at the wrong time. Tough. Okay, yes, I got him. Nice. Where? Got him. Huge time save. Huge. I wish I hadn't gone spiraling forward. The Sacred Relic Greatsword from Elden Ring would really speed up this fight. Shoo! Absolutely. I wish, bro. I wish. Focus. Sell. Okay, I didn't need to sell there. That's fine. I could have just popped that.
Very then hit.
Sorry, we're a little nervous. 17.
Farewell,
A little nervous
Ashen
because that was
One.
perfect. Okay, and then I need no Carthus Rouge, and we're good. We no longer are at a, we're no longer at a deficit. Okay, so I'm supposed to have Carthus Rouge here, so I have extra damage against the doggy. I am going to try and rely on being good instead. Doggy time, chat. Now, I don't trust myself, so we hit this. But look at that 6-minute gold on Deacon's chat. Okay. Come on, baby. Give me good positioning. I missed. Yep. I messed up so bad. How did that hit me? Oh, we did it. Okay, that went horribly wrong and we still did it. Chat. That's a big time save. I know I shouldn't touch this, but I'm doing it anyway. We're just going to be a little safe. I don't care that that's a few second time loss. Because we saved so much time by first trying that thing. And we got our souls back, so we're like extra good. Also, here's a problem. Because I have my headphones off, I can't hear if these guys are chasing me. Or like if they fire a magic attack, I won't know it's coming at me. But I think we got past them. Woo! That was a little scarier than usual. Nice. Thank you for that, Adam. Oh, Lord. Hey. Focus, focus. Chat, this is not bad. Okay. Okay, okay. We just need to not get grabbed here. We often get meme grabbed here a lot, and so that's why I'm worried about that. Book. Alright, and we just have barely enough time. Okay, I've never jumped up over the wooden board there. I've never had that happen, but that guaranteed we didn't get grabbed. That saved us time. So we got a free skip. Okay, now we know we can do that. We are going to be doing that every time going forward. It saved us time and made our things safer. That was awesome. Okay. We're doing it, chat. Okay, I'm being sent Instagram links for some reason. I don't know how my friend thinks I'm going to open that. I don't have an Instagram. I'm going to have to check this out in a moment. When is my next chance to quit out, chat? Because I need to check that out because this is being sent to me by my friend who is picking stuff up. So I assume it's a link to... It was flashy too, wasn't it? It looked nice. It was clean. When is my next quit out, chat? It's in a while. I need to... Okay, I'm just going to quit out here then. Because I have to listen to their message because, like, if they're locked outside, for example... All right, hold on a second, chat. I'm really concerned, chat, that like because we spent $200 on cat stuff, and I think like $130 of it we just got maybe robbed. Because here's what I think, chat. We bought it from the place. They put it in essentially a taxi and sent it to my house. I think the taxi driver accidentally stole a lot of it. Like it was in their trunk and they didn't realize it. And the fact that we haven't been contacted means that they might have realized it was there and then they just took it. And they're going to say, I don't know what you're talking about. Because if you know, otherwise they would have already said something by now. So like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm a little nervous about it because I don't have, I've taken out a lot of loans to be able to buy all this stuff. I cannot get more money for this. Hold on. Taking out loans to buy cat supplies is quite the state to be in, rough, dude. I mean, it's kind of a what can you do situation. No one can take the cat. I have to take the cat. The cat is my entire world. It's all I have. And so, but it's an outdoor cat, and forcing it to be inside without certain stuff is like, I need litter boxes, for example, right? Because it can't just poop on my bed. And it's never used a litter box in its life, so that's going to be its own thing, but I need this stuff, you know, and it's just a bunch of random stuff. Pretty much everything for the move is loans. It's a lot of money. But it's not, you know, but it's not bad. It's like, I've committed to a new life and I've invested in things working out and I'm just doing what I need to do, you know? And I think everything's going to work out quite well. These are just parts. So no need to be sorry. Only be sorry to hear that if the stuff got stolen. Then be very sorry to hear that. That's going to suck. Because I'm worried. It doesn't make sense. They're telling me it's here at my house, but there's no way it's in that small box. And I've been told not to open it until my friend is with me. So, you know, we'll see. All right. I keep begging them. Please text me. Please stop sending me voice recordings, which make it so I have to stop stream every time. You know, because if they texted me, I could just look at their text and then know. But instead, I have to listen to their message, which means I have to stop stream because I don't know what they're going to say. You know? Where are we, chat? We have just run and hit the bonfire in the distant manor. We are about to spook, jump off the ledge, and enter the Irithil dungeon proper. Here we go. You run by this guy. It is very annoying how when you don't wear headphones, you don't know if somebody shoots a bit of magic at you. That's really my concern. It's like magic from behind. I hate getting this bonfire, but I have to, right? Because things can go very wrong easily. There we go. Oh, he got me. Pick up some resin. Very nice. Open a gate. All right, it's time for my favorite skip in the game, chat. My most hated guy. All right. We missed. You'd think the shield on your back would at least reduce some of the damage. I know, right? I've always hated that about FromSoft games. We missed. Oh, that's how we get the bonfire, chat. I cannot believe that is my second time ever missing that, by the way, since we learned how to do it. Since I learned how to do it. That is so sad. I don't know what it is the last 2 days, but like... Yeah, I'm definitely getting reduced here. Okay, how did that even happen? I'm supposed to be angled, I know. Uh-huh. Tell me I'm not angled. There we go. I don't even know how we missed it that first time. I feel like I had my angle right. Oh, almost got me. Lamau. Lamau. Just some brutal time losses today. I don't know what it is. It's like I got really good at this game, and then all of a sudden I've just gotten so much worse. And I don't know what it is. And the answer actually is I took like 2 days off of like while I was moving, and it's amazing how long it takes me to get back to the level I was at after only taking 2 days off. You can see why I'm practicing this basically every day. It's because like my memory is so bad that it takes me so long to like learn something where I won't forget it. All right, this is Distant Manor. All right, hardest running section in the game coming to you right now. Here it comes, folks. Hardest running section in all of Dark Souls. Hey, Yelzebub, thank you for that subscription almost 20 minutes ago. I am so sorry. I didn't notice it until right now. That's what happens when my headphones are out, chat. Didn't hear the notification. Thank you, thank you. It's rare that a YouTube sub actually comes through my notifications as well. Very rare. Usually it doesn't work. Glad it did this time, though. Here we go. All right. Step 1, pass the Silver Knight. You gotta wonder, how is this guy... Or is this is a Black Knight? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, that was extremely close and honestly a bad roll. Here we go. Hardest running section in the game. It's these stairs, chat. These stairs are it. Okay. Alluring skulls, ready. Here we go. When I get it right, it looks free. When I get it wrong, you'll understand. Okay, I kind of threw that a little off, but it's okay. Okay, I'm supposed to block here. Ladies and gentlemen. Got it. Let's go, hitless. Woo! Got it, hitless, chat. First try. Okay, that's beautiful. I have been struggling at that running section, by the way. That is famously known as the hardest running section. It looks easy, but that is famous where in the speedrun Discord, in the hitless Discord, if you refer like, what's the hardest running section, they'll always say those stairs. It's because of those dogs, bro. But, okay. Folks, I'm going to run to the bathroom real fast, and we're going to be back for more Dark Souls gameplay. We saved so much time with Deacons. Look at this. We saved 12 minutes, technically. Basically, I always found it funny that Silver Knight was lost in that picture of Guinevere. Understandable, though. I mean, very understandable. It is a Black Knight. Because Silver Knights are the ones who were untouched by the flames in Dark Souls 1. But Black Knights are the ones who were, like, burned alongside. So Silver Knights are the very rare ones, you know? Who are, like, the OG dudes who've, like, awaited their posts the whole time. The holiest of holies. Now, we saved 12 minutes, chat. So far. Things have, things were going... We lost 6 minutes at Crystal Sage. And then we ended up 6 minutes ahead. Which means, technically, we saved 12 minutes here. So if we hadn't lost the almost 7 minutes on Sage, we'd be like 13 minutes ahead right now. This is so brutal. So brutal. Like... We could still sub hour and a half, chat. I think we're heading towards maybe 140 would be my guess. But if I play perfectly, in theory, we could sub hour and a half. Maybe one. I mean, we'll see. It might be to the second if we can beat our personal best, which is 134, I believe. Here, you can take a look. It is controller, please work. Our PB is 134, attempt number 5, as you can see. So that's what we're aiming to be today. All right, folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom very quick. See you in a moment. right, let's get back into this chair here somehow. Gotta. Oh god. Oh lord almighty. Let's end the chair. Oh, my back. Kill me. Just kill me. Just end it all, please. Oh god. Oh. All right, there we are, folks. We're back. There you go. See, easy peasy. And I'm not even dying, even though it feels like I am. Oh man, this is not a good setup for a guy with a broken back to have to like literally climb over to get into my seat. Not a good setup at all, folks. But that's okay, you know? Whew. Take a sip of water and let's get back in there, folks. All right. We are on a good pace. What's nice about having splits, finally, like we do, at the top of the screen, you'll notice, is that even if we don't get a personal best, we can keep whittling down our times between bosses until they're like really clean, you know? And so like today we got an incredible on Gundyr, on Vort, on Deacons. Like this stuff makes the times way more realistic and reflective of what can be possible. Just blowing my nose, get myself ready. All right. So where are we right now, chat? We've just successfully done the running section. What remains is to go unlock the shortcut. I don't think I have enough to level up at all. I have an 8,000 soul, but I feel like that isn't enough. Headphones back on. There we go. We'll look. We'll determine. We will determine our next course of action. I have enough, actually, to level, and so that's what I'm going to do. We are not going to risk anything. And I'd rather to have splits that are extremely safe. Bro's buffing. Gonna go ahead and quit out at that door there. I don't want to get, because I could easily get frame trapped. Frame one, end of my iframes, instant death. I guess it wouldn't matter because I'll just go to this, you know, the shortcut's open. So I just spawn, I'd go to the bonfire and run through, but like, you know, that'd be like a 15-second time loss that I just don't need. Maybe 20 seconds, honestly. Hello. Goodbye. Grab this. All right. Very good. All right, we're going to sell souls, and we are going to level up. It's mainly dex here, so I think this is just a waste of my time, but that's okay. I should have saved that for later.
Ashen.
Well, very what the heck.
Oh, nice. It is damage. We already got 17 big, which is the max we want to leave until after this boss. Here we go. Could I have burned a bone shard? I could have. That's okay. We'll do that later. We'll do that at the next one. All right, game time. Get a first try. ASAP, hello, hello. It is great to see you again. How you doing, ASAP? Woo! It almost got me. All right, focus. Let's first try this, man. You're doing all right. Love to hear that. All right. Focus. 1, 2. No. Messed up. Bro, he keeps missing me, chat. Unbelievable. He just kept missing me over and over again. And so I couldn't get the parry off. It was like he kept angling to my side. How about you? I'm doing good. All right. That's tough, chat. I can't believe that. He kept angling to my side, bro. That is so strange. That is so strange. Unusual. That's okay. We'll get to this in a second. So I just had a fun encounter. Someone was kicking the storm drain outside the office window. Fun conversation. Nice. Well, that sounds like a free spirit right there. I'm going to waste my pale resin here, by the way. That was just unfortunate, and I'm going to assume that's all that was. And we're going to try again. Okay, chat. How many souls are there? Somebody find out. We're going to get him back, because we're going to get this right now. 1, 2. Got him. 2-hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Oh, we got the glitch. I got killed. The glitch killed me. The glitch killed me. I couldn't see his health bar. I couldn't see my health bar. I can't believe that just happened. That is painful. You have to fully quit out of the game to fix the glitch. That is so brutal, dude. So eventually, one day, I'm going to be on a world record run. And that's going to happen. Because there's something about my computer. Apparently, it has to be something GPU related. But something about my computer causes that glitch to happen for me more than other people. And so I am supposed to do the fix for it before stream, but I'm an idiot and I don't remember to. Let me just I have to resize all my windows now. Hold on, folks. That I can't believe that happened there. That was it. I got the harder parry and I still did it successfully, and then that happened. Also, Dan, are you aware your episode stream says you're playing nightreign, or at least it reads that way? Yeah, I know. The greatest Elden Gamer to ever game back again. Soloist challenge running level 1 nightreign Elden Ring real gamer hours. I'm aware. It's more of a keyword thing. I don't really care. But you're right. I should update it for, you know, what I'm trying. You know what? You're right. If only Hunter Ninja Bear was here, then I would be able to remind myself to do it. All right, I'm speaking out into the universe now. Folks, Hunter Ninja Bear, are you out there? So it just says, who's Gusto? Seljuice, are you joking? With gusto. That means with, like, fervor. With strength. With power. That's what the word gusto means. With gusto. You do something with gusto. You do it with strength. You're like, you know, Dark Souls speedrun with gusto. With all my will and all my strength. Seljuice, hello, how are you doing today? Oh, never heard that phrase? Oh, yeah. It's a good one. Judges, we just had lost a run against Pontiff. We played him perfectly, but then we got the glitch, which covered the screen, and we died. And now we don't have resin. Yep, we got the load glitch. You got it next time. I hope so, because we were gonna save so much time, but now also we got our souls back on that one because I de-equipped my item because I couldn't see my thing. We've got the 3 rings. Reminder to change what? Oh my lord, look who it is. It is Hunter themselves, the legend, the GOAT. Hunter, may I ask you a favor? May I ask you a favor? And that favor would be to message me on Discord if you can, no pressure. All right, now we're just gonna do this natty. No resin, which is gonna make this way harder. The favor is a favor. I'm trying to remember what it is, but my brain is soup right now. 1, 2, yeah, chat, this is not good. My brain turned off. How much money did I just lose? I couldn't think. I couldn't think. I was like, my brain short-circuited there. What was the favor? I was trying to remember what I to change my description, to change the video description, Hunter. That is the favor. Could you write me on Discord and say, Dan, change the video description? Chat, I just completely forgot how to play there. This is what happens. It's like I end up my brain just like shorts sometimes. Brain damage. Ever since the day I was born. That's me. Alright. Alright, well, how many souls did I lose? Oh, Pontiff, I missed my... Amazing. I don't have enough damage here, so I just have to like play well. That's awesome. Now I definitely can't do it. Yeah, like... I'm just playing against him now. Okay, the game actually lagged there, chat. Did you see that? On stream, the game lagged, or not lagged, it frames like 4K maybe, it dropped frames. This is unbelievable. This is happening right now. It's so upsetting when this kind of thing happens. I can't believe I perfectly did the script on him perfectly. He even gave me the harder move and I did it perfectly, and then the game glitched out, and so I died. And now I'm just like... I'm sputtering out of control. Doing a Pontiff playthrough is fun if you've never done it. What do you mean a Pontiff playthrough? You mean fighting him if you've never fought him before? What do you mean by that? Or if you're saying like where you cosplay as him and you use his weapons and stuff? I mean, that sounds sick. I mean, Pontiff is sick. I love Pontiff, you know? 1, 2. Okay. I misread that. I was too slow. This is unbelievable. This is, by the way, Pontiff is one of my best bosses. This is just like... I don't know, chat. I don't know why. It's like when stuff like this happens, I just lose the ability to focus, and my brain just kind of like checks out a little bit. And I, you know, thank you so much for that message. I heard the ding. All right, we got it here now. This is such a huge time loss. It's kind of wild. I mean, this will be plus 10 minutes is the funny part. even though this is such a time loss. I went the wrong way. I was like, why is that door closed? And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, I'm gonna hit this. Chris the ninja. Well, that explains why we were losing. Chris wasn't here. Chris, how could you abandon us? Chris, where have you been? Now that Chris is here, finally we can start winning. Chris, hello. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so now we don't have resin for Dragon Slayer armor. We'll use Pale Pine, though. And Dark Resin. That just says we were waiting for Chris to do the real run. See, there you go. If I, after this run, did another run, that run would be probably has the real chance after de-rusting and getting our mind right. But I am just in so much pain that I'm like, I doubt that I can do a second run after this. We'll see, though. Who knows what the universe holds for us. Keep that mind open, chat. Anything is possible. Anything is plausible. All right? Here we go. Like me dying to an arrow here for the first time. That could happen. Doing good, just chilling, says the man, the myth, the Chris the ninja. Let's go. We are schmoving, ladies and gentlemen. Usually I do a jump there. Nice. You can see I slow down because I don't want to get one shot by one of the roll catch attacks. Beautiful. All right. All right. Look, chat, we saved 10 minutes on Pontiff. We saved 10 minutes on Pontiff, chat, because we died to the run before. So these splits are going to be much tighter. I've been bragging about you to other people, says AISAP. I'm sorry I've let you down. I'm sorry I let you down just now. You've been bragging about me, and now I've let you down. These silver archers aren't as bad as the archers in DS1 by a mile, bro. Absolutely true. Bragging about me, how so, ASAP? About my failures? You're like, bro, you gotta check out this Doldrum Dan guy. What a loser! All right, let's do this. I hate this guy. All right, here we go. Telling people how impressive you are? Aw, I don't believe you. No, I'm just joking. It's okay to be wrong, chat. Listen, you know what? All joking aside, I think that it is impressive to go from never playing video games to the level I'm at in the short amount of time I have. I'm not saying I'm incredible or something like that, but I think that, and I'm not like patting myself on the back either. Like, I think it's a testament to the fact that anyone can become good at these games. And yeah. Oweg says, mega loser. See, there you go. That's a true fan. Oegs, how are you doing? What have you been doing gaming-wise? Are you still nightreign? And if you are, tell me about what's going on these days in the nightreign community. But ASAP, that's very kind. I do appreciate it. Don't let my jokes dissuade the kindness. It is so good to see you, Oegs. As always. Ooh, okay, here we go. Skip incoming. Okay, what just happened? Uh-oh. Okay, chat. I said uh-oh because I almost landed on the slug perfectly, and that would negate my fall damage and cause me to insta-die. Basically, it would negate my fall damage negation. And there's a glitch if you land on an enemy while spooked. Sadix says, nightreign was a great trainer. True. That game is truly a case of sink or swim. Yeah, getting to depth 5, rank 9999 in nightreign out the rip, that really trained me on video games. Aweg says, I'm on new hours at work. That's why I haven't been on here in a while. Okay, so then change your hours. I mean, what's more important, work or Doldrum Dan? I mean, come on. I'm still doing nightreign, made a new character, and I'm almost D5. See, that's what I'm talking about. 0. I would love to do a 0 to 9999 challenge, but I think there are some members of my community here who would skin me alive. They would definitely be unhappy because people, I have been getting messages from people, certain people who are like, so when are you playing the next game? And no one's being like pressuring me, but like people are looking forward to moving on, even though I want to so badly. I mean, there's so much I want to do. That's the problem, right? There's just not enough hours in the day. There's just not enough hours in the day to do all the stuff I want to do. And it's driving me up the wall. All right. Aldrich time. Folks, if you are new here and you haven't seen it before, get ready for the Aldrich AI break. Here it comes. Let's see. Can we get it first try, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Focus. Watch. You see that elevated tile? Get the foot right there. Backstep, 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 backstep. No, sir. Okay, by the way, that was the fastest quit out humanly possible. Folks, who just saw that? That was a frame perfect quit out. That was an incredible quit out. Those that keep asking about the next game just don't understand. To be honest, I'm the one asking about the next game most of all. You know? Man, Awegs, I do envy you, though. It was impressive. Like, that's one of those things where, like, quit outs to, like, a newbie, they'd be like, why does anyone care? But your quit out speed is maybe the most impressive. That is to me, when I'm watching a streamer or a FromSoft runner, the quit out speed which they go at is probably the most impressive thing they can do. Okay, so what did I do wrong in my setup? Let's see. Let's try again. Okay, elevated tile. Maybe it was angle. More like this, maybe. That might be it. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you make Aldrich the Devourer of God. Easy. Heal so that I can have my Lloyd's Ring active. My bad. Nice. Oh, that is a time loss. I missed one of my attacks. That's absolutely a time loss. A lot of people ain't never seen this. Hard boss fight, folks. Now don't forget, the actual boss is the thing I'm hitting right now. The slug body. The guy that you're seeing is just a dude who was eaten. Alright. To the profane capital. Look at that, 9 minutes saved. But we lost time, so it's not a gold. Okay. We're schmoving. You have a license to schmoove like that? I don't think so. Uh-oh! I meant to be two-handing, bro. I mean, not two-handing. There we go. Work's more important? More important than me? I can't believe that. Okay, chat. Yesterday we had the most unbelievable thing ever happen, so I'm just gonna quit out there. We're not letting that happen again. I'm getting paid time and a half. Ooh, that's nice. So that's $30 more than what? Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Lordy lord lord. Hold on 1 second. I left it open earlier. It's open. Oh, eggs! That's incredible! I'm envious of you. $30 more. If I could make money like that, I would literally own multiple houses. I love backing up to a trailer the first time. What do you mean backing up to a trailer? Oh, you mean like with your vehicle? Hold on a second. What do you mean, ASAP? Please clarify, my friend. Okay, here we go. We're trying to dine and dash here, folks. Little robbery and run. Hey, that's a fast quit out. What do you mean backing up to a trailer for the first time? I used to, my first vehicle was a pickup truck. God, I loved that thing. I really want to own that. You know, chat, am I the only one who wants to own, like, I have this dream of one day buying my car, my first car back again, basically. I meant getting it under the tongue perfectly the first time. Getting it under the tongue perfectly the first time. Backing up to a trailer and getting it under the tongue. What are we talking about? I feel like I'm missing context. Do you mean like a trailer hitch? Is that called a tongue? ASAP, you're teaching me something right now. Could you be more specific? But so I dream of buying that first pickup truck back, you know? I could never find the guy who I sold it to, the one I sold. I mean, it definitely is, that vehicle's definitely junked. The irony is, it wasn't a specific car. I drove an amalgamation of vehicles, which we built from parts from a junkyard. So my first vehicle ever was a pickup truck that was made from like 5 different pickup trucks from 1990. I can't completely relate. I still have my first car. Bro, that's so awesome. Yes, says ASAP. I didn't know that. Yeah, I bet that is satisfying. That sounds cool. I've never done that before. I had my pickup truck, but I didn't have a trailer hitch and I never towed anything. Did I ever tow anything? I don't think I did. God, I love that car. That thing really took me through, you know, some tough years. Incredible years, too. One day, chat. One day. It's called the tongue, and when you back the hitch on the truck under where the hitch goes into. That makes sense. Yeah, I've never done that before. But I bet it feels incredible. All right, I just stole this man's sword. We want to take off one of our rings to be underweight. So this ring, this, that, here. Nope. All right, we're praying for a first try here, chat. We really need it. Okay, and we're spamming lock on. The moment. Uh-oh. Back up, back up, back up, back up. I missed like a second of action here. Ooh. Oh, it ate my input. It ate my input. You saw that? Oh, that's incredible, chat. Not only did it just eat my input. Okay. I mean, who doesn't love when it eats your input, chat? That's the best thing ever. Remember, do you want to unlock when dodging this guy, or the camera can meet you? Don't shoulder throw me. Don't shoulder throw me. There we go. Sorry, chat. I'm super focused. I might miss your messages. Give me a shoulder check, please. Thank you. Shoulder check allows for a free punish, is why we like that. Nice. Give me a shoulder check, come on. What are we doing here? Okay, that was very sketchy. At least we've learned this guy. Somewhat. Not that that's going to save me here. Let's go! First try. That's huge. Nice. Okay, your first card reminds me of that Johnny Cash song, One Piece at a Time. I mean, pretty much. I mean, like...
Prince Lothric is
Let me...
in
No.
your
What?
hands.
Okay, chat.
Please save his
My
soul.
controller isn't working. It's not letting me...
Tell him what he must do.
What the heck, dude? Okay, Mike, it wouldn't let me skip. It's bugged out. It wouldn't let me skip the dialogue, and she just died. Unbelievable. I cannot believe... so I just lost like 20 seconds. The game bugged out. I'm going to do a quit out real quick. Because something is like wrong with the game. It didn't let me... Is my A button broken? Uh-oh. I had a 92 K1500 Blazer. It was old, but was massive inside. You could fit a full bed in the back, and I only rode passenger once, and there was so much room. Woo! Woo indeed. Straight up. Like, that is a reason to woo. Look at that. Gold Yorm. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna completely close the game real quick, though, because, as you saw, I had to listen to Grandma's full speech there, and that tells you something is wrong. Here. Anyway, yeah. That was the same truck, by the way, that I was in a head-on collision. Somebody driving 80 miles an hour went right into me head-on. I was waiting at a red light, and they just swerved into my lane and head-on just slammed right into me. And that thing was built out of such solid metal. I mean, it saved my life. It destroyed their car. It was like this was a 1990 truck, so there's no crumple zone, by the way. But my truck was like such hard metal. It just kind of like their vehicle, which was a big SUV, just like crushed into my truck. Did I get a horrific concussion? Absolutely. But your boy was fine. You know? God, man. Wild. Wild stuff. Okay. We're gonna sell some souls, ladies and gentlemen. Time to go shopping. Shopping time, chat. Nope. Sell. I think we're missing a bunch of money too, by the way. Sell this. That's $1,000. Purchase. 11. 6. Save a little bit of money. I should have bought 4, honestly. What is the... I just got sent a picture. Chat, momentary brain, please. I need to brain my brain real quick. Please excuse me while I brain. I bought that baby with my own money. Come on. 44. 19. I can tell I'm missing money right now, by the way, chat. Because I should be 20, I believe. About that being my own money that I saved, I drove it from the west. I rode it to and from West Virginia in that thing. Oh yeah, those old trucks, safety. Oh yeah, nuclear bombers, exactly. So my 1990 pickup, I remember I got scammed. That thing had been destroyed and rebuilt 87 times. I ended up paying, and this is wild, for what I essentially built from the junkyard. But I got the what do you call it? The body of it was like, what do you call it? My brain is toast. But anyways, I ended up spending about $2,500 on that thing to buy it. Not worth it. I was absolutely ripped off. I was 15 years old, but I didn't care. We're not buffing here. Let's explosion. Gonna quick punish? No, nice. First try. Okay, huge gold incoming, chat. That is the best dancer I've ever had. Unbelievable dancer. I've never had a dancer that good before. Oh my lord. First try dancer, chat. That is what we've been practicing for. That is the best dancer we've had by a mile. Until now, my best dancer was 4th try. Woo, okay. Okay, chat. I mean, the run is real. We also saved our resins and stuff. We didn't even buff. Absolutely. Was it rusted is what you mean? It wasn't rusted. It was built from like 5 different trucks combined. Almost every piece on that truck was from a different truck. Both fenders were from different trucks. One of them had to be cut down to fit. Was that a no-hit? Was that also a no-hit, chat? Or I think that was also a no-hit. I think that was a no-hit first try dancer. Okay, I need to contain myself and not get too excited, or else I'm gonna throw. I think that was a no-hit first try dancer, chat. That was by far my best dancer. Also, I've got a scary guy on my 6. Nice, got away from him. Okay, I'm going to grab the human resin over here to replace the pale pine I lost. Don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned. Nice. Oh. I got sent a picture, which I want to look at, but I need to focus. Focus. When I do the door quit out, I'll look at it. Okay, I hear somebody's home in my house. That's good. Okay, almost got hit by that. Got hit. Oh, that is a lot of damage for just a little dart. Okay, here comes the door quit out. And... there. Woo! Okay, let's see what this picture is I got sent. I probably shouldn't look at this right now. Oh, I think it's... oh, I know what that is. Dude. Okay, all right. Look at chat. Look at that gold. Minus 1820 gold dancer. That is an unbelievable. Look at that. I mean, at the top of the screen, I don't know if you can see. Can you see my mouse? You can see my mouse in the game. You can. Okay, so look at that, chat. Look at that dancer, the Boreal Valley. 1820. That is 18 minutes and 20 seconds saved. That was an incredible dancer. I mean, when we talk about like, okay, all right. Let's think for a second here. We're at 118.34. We're doing the chunk shuffle. I don't know. I doubt it. No, because 216, yeah. I'm thinking about like, can we PB here? What that would require. That's nuts. It is. I mean, it's possible we can PB here, but our deaths on Crystal Sage today and our deaths in the Catacombs of Karthus really have destroyed our chances. What's going to be tough is now, look at all these golds. Tomorrow, our run is going to be much harder. We're not going to be able to beat anything because those golds are going to be tough to match up against. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Gotta go fast. Run, run, run. All right. I would have to be pretty flawless. Just a little safety heal. I'd have to be pretty flawless to PB at this point. Even then, I don't think I could do it, but maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. And that's why we healed. I'll tell you what we're not going to do, though, chat. We're not going to have hubris. Just first try everything. I mean, it's possible. We're not going to have hubris. Because hubris would mean that we don't get this bonfire to save 1.5 seconds. You know? And then if we die, we lose minutes. So we're not doing anything like that. There we go. All right. We're not going to sit to save time. That's fine. Here we go. I cannot believe that hit me. Okay, well, now we're in one-shot range. Oh my gosh, we did it. Woo! Honestly, that is one of the scariest running sections in the game. I was sure I was going to die there. That's why I was completely silent. I was sure it was over. I was sure. By the way, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I just got confirmation that everything is there for the cat. Nothing is missing. So we didn't lose anything. So we're good. We are good. Everything is there for the cat, I've been told. So that's awesome. That is so cool. That's so cool. Okay. What are we doing? I'm going to hit this bonfire and then concentration is usually silent. But the point, see, that's the extra challenge, right? The extra challenge of doing these runs on a stream versus like, you know, people who run not on stream. I'm taking a sit here. Is just having all the distractions, having chat, you know, making it so you can't pay your full attention to the game. And so you have to get so much better at the game, you know? That's why, like, Distortion 2, for example, he's so impressive. I mean, he'll be like, oh, that's bad. That's good. He'll be like reading chat while hitting like impossible skips. The running delayed swing is horrible. True. But we made it through. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, chat. We do the quit out shuffle now. Oh, there's no way. Yeah, there's just I don't see even first trying the bosses. I just don't see how it would be possible for me to get there. But we're gonna have a good time. Oh, I beat Dragon Slayer yesterday. His weapon is so broken. True. True. Yeah, he uses the exit. I don't know what it's called in Dark Souls 3, I forget. But I know in Elden Ring, it is the Executioner's Great Axe. And it's kind of a cool weapon in Elden Ring, for sure. It is slept on, though. Also, it's much smaller, and his lightning version is cooler, obviously. We don't take any chances. I probably could have given another second before quitting out there, but no chances. Again, the way I do this is I'm holding the run and forward button before I've even, like right now, I'm already holding it. So the very first instant. Okay, we're good. Makes me want FP? How so? Are you like, did you try his weapon? Or what do you mean? In what context do you want mana? Okay, here we go. I should be good. Nice. Now these stairs really scare runners for some reason. I still have yet to be memed on them, but I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Cash. Boom, boom. Okay, that scared me because that guy, he didn't do his normal buff, and so usually when he doesn't do his buff, he one-shots me. But for some reason, he didn't. Okay, so chat, I am being chased by a guy who will one-shot us. Let's see, or did he give up? He might have given up. Weird. That is odd behavior from that guy. Yeah, he gave up, chat. He's not even down here. How strange. Yeah, the lightning attack. I'm pretty sure it's called Dragonslayer's Axe or Great Axe. I first used it to new Madeira when Ring City first dropped. Sick. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ashen 1.
Oops.
What?
Okay. It is so tempting to just go all into Dex here, but we're gonna keep doing Vig for now, but I honestly think that at a point I should just be like, I should just consider myself good enough. I don't have another one of these, right? Okay, Dancer. Like, I should just be good enough, and then I no longer need to pump a Vig ever. Like, I should assume I could hit. I need to be at the level where everything is hitless, right? Like, that's basically where we need to get to. And with everything hitless, then we can just pump everything into Dex and go to, like, you know, 80 Dex in this run, and then just do, you know, nuke. That, I don't know. Like, obviously that'll take quite a bit of experience. Being one shot by everything is also tough. Okay, hold on. Okay, this all looks right. We're gonna use the human pine resin instead of the pale pine resin. Let's see if we can do it. I just had a thought then. When was the last time you ran through DS3 in its entirety? What do you mean, Sadix? Yesterday? What do you mean? I've been doing that every stream. I'm about to do it right now, in fact. I'm sure you didn't mean that. What do you mean? All right, chat. Focus. Here we go. Get ready. Circle. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. No, that's not nice. How dare you? Gotcha! First try! Also, that was extremely fast. That wasn't just a first try. That was a very good first try. That was a very good first try. Or DS1 or 2 for that matter. Good luck all bosses. DLC the whole 9. That's a great question. When was the last time I all bosses? 8 years ago would be the answer to that. Thank you for the good luck, ASAP. Your good luck paid off. Okay. This is the last major running section of the game, and it's one where things can go very, very wrong very fast. Ooh, he almost hit me. Watch the stamina. Chat, I need a serious focus here. This is the make or break of the run being good or not. I can tell by the time it is physically impossible for us to personal best. But... nice. Okay. Good. But we can still get a very good time. Nice. Okay. Only one more real big danger here. Two more. Gargalon and the Jon Snow gank squad. If we die to anything else, it's unexpected. We're doing it. We are schmoving, ladies and gentlemen. Kill the full just in case. Here we go. Oh, thanks to watching you every day, I was able to run through the books area. Nice. Yeah, you learned the route, basically. Nice. I love that. Okay, here we go. This guy can absolutely one-shot me. I just hit the wrong button. What did I just do? Okay, we did it. We made it past the Gargolon. All that's left of real danger is the Jon Snow Gank Squad. Now, there is the Prince's run-up that can be dangerous too, but it's not really my concern. Here it is. Here they are. Oh, Lord Almighty, please. I call them the Jon Snow Gang Squad, even though Jon Snow isn't among them. He's an NPC from Irithyll. But it's like the same type of NPC invaders that aren't NPC invaders. All right, chat. Serpentine. Serpentine. Here we go. Buff, 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 buff. Oh, no! No! That almost went terribly wrong. No! I'm dead. It's over. I can't believe that happened. That's the full end. Grand Archives, I couldn't remember the knights behind you. Chat. I didn't get the shortcut. The shortcut was literally about 5 feet in front of me. Well, that's such a shame, chat. Oh, that's it. That's literally it. I have to redo the entire thing. We died at the very last instant, chat. It perfectly killed me. I cannot believe that happened. 80k souls, by the way. So now if I die again, I'm going to lose those. Oh, chat. It did go terribly wrong, yeah. Also, I was lying. I still could have gotten a personal best. I could have gotten a record if it wasn't for that. It did go terribly wrong. That almost went terribly wrong, yeah. And then it did. There goes my 80k. One shot by that thing. One shot. 80,000 gone. Yeah, there's the whole run has fallen to trash. There goes the 80,000. Chat. When it rains, it pours. That's such a shame. We actually almost broke the record even with everything that went wrong. That's a shame. It's okay, though. We're going to have much better splits, at least. Also, next time we do this, the cathedral, we're going to get a gold for sure. I need to practice Sage somehow. I mean, I just need to fight him over and over again in the boss arena mod. That's all there is to it. I can't believe that happened, chat. Because if you watch that over, he really had me like I was on the very last pixel he could have hit me. Again. These things just one shot. This is what makes me think I shouldn't be... It's wild because they do more damage. I just heard that almost wrong. They do more damage than Soul of Cinder's attacks. Like, think about that for a second. They do more damage than Soul of Cinder. They do more damage than a boss does in one attack. That enemy is brutal. It was like that Lothric Knight had a personal grudge against you. Yeah, for once, all three of them targeted me instead of, like, none of them buffed, which is usually at least one will buff. And he just zoned in on me. And he didn't even, like, he got my Achilles tendon. That's what it looked like. Nice. You know, at least I'm getting practice on this part. Getting past the Crystal Sage. You're kidding me. I messed up the crit out, but I saved it. I just don't want to even You know, I'm not in the mood to... This run, I can't believe I almost got my personal best on this, and then that happened. Tough. But that's part of it. You know, that's part of the reason we practice, chat. I am so sweaty. It is so hot in this house. It is so hot. It is perfect weather outside. But in this house, it is just so brutally hot because the gas heating that we don't know how to turn off thinks that it's the middle of winter blizzard conditions outside. Chat, after stream, I am going to inspect every inch of the outside of my house. I'm going to look for anything, any pipes that I can turn off. I'm going to do it. I might break something, but I can't handle it. It is so hot, chat. Couple that with the back pain and everything else, and it's just like I'm suffering over here. I can't believe we died to Pontiff as much as we did. This was a really bad run in many ways, and yet we're still going to get a decent enough time, and we're going to sub 2. There we go. Oh, chatty chat. Look at this guy, man. They are so brutal. What did I just... Chat, did I just mix the word brutal and beautiful somehow? Why did I say beautiful? I said brutal, chat. They're so brutal. Also, now we're missing 80k, by the way. So we're missing quite a few levels. All right, let's see this time. You better not, bro. You are actually kidding me that happened again. That's wild. I've never had that happen. It just... it lasers. And now look, I'm all the way at the start again. Chat, I don't know what is happening. All of a sudden, that guy he's never done that before. I don't know what it is, chat, but it's like sometimes all of a sudden an enemy will start doing an action it's never done before, and then it'll just consistently do that action over and over again. I don't know what it is. It's like something that I'm doing, something with my computer, who could say, that's manipulating the RNG just slightly to get a very unique outcome consistently all of a sudden. And then it'll never happen again either. That dude has my number? Yeah. Bro, that goblin almost got me again. I mean, I could quit out up there, but that should not be necessary. Is it worth it to save quit? Literally what I was just saying. We said that at the same exact instant ASAP. I mean, for now, the answer is yes, but normally the answer should be no. I should not be quitting out there. I cannot believe that, chat. It's never happened before is the thing, right? Like, that's the first time it ever happened, and now it's happened twice in a row. Like, what is up with that? I mean, that is the FromSoft classic, though. Thing that never happened before, happening all of a sudden every single time. Wet ting, absolutely. Oh, chat. That's okay. We're gonna get it this time, surely. It almost makes you forget how dangerous these 3 enemies are, who are very dangerous. Oh, please no, please no, please no. Okay, that's a quit out, because they hit me, which staggers me back, which means they're right on my tail. Is community like you owe money? Yeah, like it's like all of a sudden his targeting system, they enhanced it, you know? They live patched it while I was streaming, chat. All right. This time with gusto. With gusto, folks. Serpentine. All right. Okay, look, finally they buff, right? They do what they usually would. Please, please. Chat. Let's do a little time save, huh? Things just went very wrong. I'm not going to level up. I mean, I lost the souls anyway. I'm not going to hit the bonfire like I wanted to. We're going to go in with this many. We're just going to do it like this. We do it live. Let's get a first try, huh? That wasn't good. After that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It won't let me lock onto him, chat. Okay, there we go. Jeez, man. I need my stamina. Horrible punish. One flask left. Okay, somehow I've skipped the phase opener, chat. I don't know what to... This is not something that's ever happened to me before. I skipped their phase opener somehow. Their scripted phase opener. Okay. One. I don't know what just happened there. That was wild. I mean, that we skipped their scripted phase open. That was a strange one. Gonna O'Reilly. We'll do it live. Yeah, that was a weird one, chat. Oh, that was a weird one. That was very weird. I guess because he spawned on top of me, and so that caused him to do something different. Very strange. But that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I wish that was a first try, but... Unbelievable that we almost got a record, and then we just... That one night was like, nope. And now look at us. We're gonna end on still. We're gonna sub 2 hour it for sure. And you can only imagine how good it would have been. Dan Meany. Also, by the way, don't forget, like, I'm missing 80,000 souls worth of levels, which we lost. So this is about to be a little bit of a harder climb than it's supposed to be. Oh boy, I didn't mean to do that. Fat fingered. Almost done, chat. Okay. Phase 1, I can double hit in there. Phase 2, that's a one hit only. It's like sometimes he teleports so much farther for no reason. Clean. I misread that. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, not enough health for the Lloyd ring. That's okay. So we're missing 10% of our damage. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was, so what just happened there was unavoidable. I hit the dodge button too many times. So when you just saw me dodge incorrectly, BRB, gotcha. I didn't actually do that. It was what's called a stored input. So I had done it like 4 seconds prior. I pressed the dodge button extra time, and then it stored that input. And that's why we just went right into that attack. Oh, chat. I'll tell you what, I have not been in the zone for days. Chat, I also realized something else. I forgot to send the elevator down. That's a 45-second time loss, basically. Like, how long is this? It's at least a 30-second time loss. This is such a big elevator. Oof. Huge. That's tough. Honestly, I'm not going to waste my blossoms and resins here. I should be able to handle them fine. Might as well use this. I don't know if human pine resin even does anything against these guys, but we'll find out. I mean, resin always does more damage, so there's no reason not to. I almost got weirdly greedy there and went for another attack. I don't know why, but I stopped myself. Hitless, we got a bunch of chocolates coming into the office today. Like, people peeing outside the office window, for example, by chance. That's so funny, by the way. What are you doing, bro? Let's grab that. Let's take a hit. You like those clean hits? Those are clean back shots, which is exactly what you need for this boss. Because you have to hit him on the back if you want to do actual damage. Don't you dare! Nice. Almost got staggered by these stupid things and killed. Come on, give it to me. Nice.
Dear brother. Mark.
Yeah, I'm marking it. I take that lady with these chocolate heads. At least she was real and entertaining. Wait, it was a lady? Okay, chat. Wait, are you saying that was a lady who did that outside of your house? Out of your house. Outside of your work? Okay, that was an unexpected turn. That's a very unusual turn right there. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right, we'll take 30.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Am I stupid? I am so stupid. I just wasted like so much time. Yep, not her first time either. Is she... What? Okay, that's it. Sometimes I want to ask people why people can't walk in this game. Then I remember the world is collapsing. There's an answer. So, Lorien and Lothric, right? The older brother is the big one who can't walk, who's kind of like... His brain is... He's been vegetabilized. And he's a warrior. And so in battles, he's basically become nothing. And his little brother, Lothric, who is the guy basically puppeting him, keeps him alive, you know? And that's the curse of him, is that he's like... He's like a broken. He by all rights should be just a husk, dead. But because of the undead curse, he remains alive. You know, he is like you. He is cursed. You know, we revive at the bonfire every time we die, right? Because we're cursed. And so he, like us, and that's why Lothric constantly talks about how, like, you know, how they're cursed and how you are cursed just like them. Her engine's running, but no one's behind the wheel. So funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Can we sub 2 hour this? Who believes? Who in the chat believes? The worst run of all time. Can we sub 2 hour it? I believe. I, for one, believe. Come on, bro. Really? Fine. Missed the opener. I'll take that, though. You're kidding me. How dare you? Knockdown is heal. Don't mess this up. Knockdown is heal. Stamina. Heal. There you go. You see, it's so easy to want to get the extra damage in. But instead, we went for the proper thing to do, which was to heal. You gotta be proud of yourself when you do it right and you don't get greedy. So he's in the stall phase, chat. That means goodbye to our pine resin. Oh, no. We ran into the wall. Okay, good. He's buffing. That gives us time to heal. 4 left. We have to just keep running until he's out. He's getting rid of our green blossom and our pine resin. There we go. Nice. You're kidding me. Nice. I can't believe that just happened. Heal, heal, heal. Blossom. Buff. Ladies and gentlemen, Plinplon. 1, 2, get us out of there. That's right. No, you don't. GG! Time! Woo! Sub 2 hour. First First time try. Holy cow, I'm sitting here like, oh, he's a little underwhelming, and then he fires a laser. Yeah, right? That laser at the end. Like, he was like, oh, I don't know, and then boom. But that laser was nice. That was a kindness to me because that guaranteed, because honestly, that guaranteed I could kill him. To be fair though, then his homing soul mast went off at me. That was close, chat. That was it, but there we go. First try on the Soul of Cinder for a gold. Okay, 30 minutes faster than yesterday. We got a sub 2 hour, folks. That is a sub 2 hour. Listen. Everything went wrong today, chat. Everything was wrong. Yet, even while everything was wrong, we managed to get a sub 2 hour, and that tells you our improvement. Holy cow, let's see, congrats, thank you. Dating said Soulstream was the template for Azur's comment, absolutely. And Soulstream is garbage, Azur's comment, incredible. I mean, it's cool when he does it. Except Dancer, the Dancer perfection, that was unbelievable. I doubt I'll ever get a Dancer that good again. I don't know. I mean, I wish if every Dancer was like that, I'd be happy enough. Honestly, this is a horrible run, which I would be way more upset if it wasn't for, out of this entire run, not even the Soul of Cinder there. Thank you for the W, Adam. That Dancer, you're right. That Dancer makes this run a good run. Like that Dancer was incredible. Much better than yesterday's. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, that Dancer was so nice. That was so nice. I didn't even buff and I just, it was so clean, dude. It was so clean. I hope we can keep with it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we can keep with it. Yes. I need to do Sage practice, chat. Like, I straight up need to spend a whole stream just doing a Sage. Because if we look here, I lost 1 minute to just stupid stuff in Karthus, not to a boss. So that's fine. I'm not worried about that happening again. But this losing 7 minutes to Crystal Sage. You made that Dancer fight a standalone video. You know, that'd be a YouTube short, really, if I was not stupid, honestly. But dude, Pontiff was horrible, but we golded still. But now it's gonna be tighter, folks. Because you can see, like, on our splits, gold, gold, green, red, red, green, gold, gold, green, gold, 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 green. Gold means an absolute, like, you crushed it, your time. That was easy, though, because yesterday's time was so bad. Now, our time is not the worst. It's 147, and so it's going to be hard to beat these times. I'll tell you straight up, chat. This Gundyr, 132 Gundyr, I might never beat this. That might be like the fastest Gundyr of all time. I was shocked when I beat him at 132. I kind of don't know. I got pretty perfect moves. I guess I don't know how I did it that fast, to be honest. This and then the Dancer, I'm probably not going to beat for a very long time. Let's go ahead and save splits. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, you have been an incredible audience today, as always. Love y'all. You have made my day, all right? Absolutely made my day, made my life, truly, without exaggeration. And, yeah, 147, we take it. We take it, chat. You know? We absolutely take it. A part of me really is thinking about stopping leveling Vig at a point and just putting more points into Dex. Where would I do that, though? Like, at what point? I think Dancer, we have to be able to take a hit, right? If we're one shot by Dancer, but I think after Dancer, like Dragon Slayer armor, we can pretty much. I mean, I think we should be able to hitless him pretty consistently. And Lothric too, like, as long as we can survive a hit, but will we survive a hit if we don't pump Vig? I don't know. I want to test it, though. I really do. I want to test, like, just going all Dex and seeing if that, like, makes a very big difference or not. I don't know. But anyway, folks. Oh, somebody posted a story online. That was a great one. Don't leave yet. I want to look at one thing real quick. here's what we'll do. Let's go over and raid this person who is cool. And say hello to them. I'm going to bounce pretty immediately because I feel like I'm dying. So you're going to have to excuse me. Hold on. Here we go. Slash raid. There you are. Confirm raid. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.